You've heard me talk a lot about this knife recently. I've gone through a little Randall phase, and Randall knives, Randall made knives, are not easy to come by and they're not inexpensive. So I see this phase lasting kind of over a lifetime, but just in a real slow pace. I've gotten 2 Randall knives. I think that's going to do me for now. But this was one that I didn't think I was going to manage to get, and I managed to snag it. This is the Randall model number 2, 7. The 7 stands for 7-inch blade. This is their combat stiletto, and I don't have to tell you, it is fantastically gorgeous. I know it's not everyone's bag, but I'm a big dagger fan, and this is one of the most classic dagger designs out there. And I feel very, very fortunate, very, very lucky to have been able to get this. This was actually purchased from Knife Center. Knife Center has, on occasion, they will get Randall made knives in, and you know, if you catch them in time, you'll be able to snag them. Otherwise, you're either looking on the secondary market or at a few other knife stores that have them, but mostly you'll just have to order it and wait 5 years. And you know, you can order it and have it custom made exactly how you want it. It just so happens that Knife Center had the exact configuration of this knife that I wanted, with the Coke bottle handle, Coke bottle shaped handle. I don't know if that's what they call it. That's what I'm calling it. And the stacked leather. I absolutely love stacked leather. And this with the brass guard with the downturned quillions here. This is exactly the model I wanted. And this comes in various 5, 6, 7, I believe an 8-inch blade also. But I like the classic 7-inch. And I say classic because 7-inch blade is kind of the combat classic size. For instance, the K-bar is a 7-inch blade, and also so is the Randall number 1, which is a classic from World War II. I mean, this first saw action in World War II. This one is. They all come ground with the swedge sharpened, like all of their knives come with the swedge sharpened, which I think is really cool. Even their sort of hunting style knives seem to have that back swedge sharpened. And to me, you know, you can't have too many sharp edges on a knife. Well, yes, you can. You don't want them on the handle, that's for sure. So here you have an aluminum butt cap. You have a through tang here, a rat tail tang, I guess that's called. Rat tail? Or does a rat tail stop somewhere in here? Anyway, you have a through tang. You can see the nut here. This is aluminum here. And then you have red, white, and blue spacers, which I love. Very patriotic. Beautiful, beautiful compressed stack leather handle. More liners. You've got that brass. You can see the welding. I think that's welding right around the blade where the blade meets the guard. It's about 1/4-inch blade steel. And these edges are hollow ground. These bevels, I'm sorry. These bevels are hollow ground. One thing I really love about this particular dagger shape is that the edges are bellied enough that you could use this as a slashing tool. You could use this as a, and the tip is not so fine that you're too worried about it. So excellent in the thrust, excellent in the slash. And then with that hollow grind, you're going to get good cutting out of it. This, of course, I'm not going to be doing any of that. I'm not going to be fighting with it. I'm not going to be camping with it or opening up crates or doing anything with it. This is a pure collector's piece for me. And, well, a lot of my knives end up being like that, but especially the fixed blades, because I don't have much occasion to use them, especially an expensive and beautiful fixed blade like this. Let me show it with a couple of other combat classics, if you will. This is a blackjack knives made by Bark River knives, and it is a version of this. Actually, it's their version of the Model 1. So say you don't have the money for the Model 1 and you're able to find these, which you still can in places, you can get this. It's got the same blade shape. However, it's not hollow ground. It is convex ground, which makes this an excellent outdoors knife. If you were to want to use this camping, that's the kind of knives Bark River, and Bark River is these blackjacks are made by Bark River. Some other blackjacks were made in China, but Bark River really knows how to make an outdoor camp knife. And so of course the swedge is not sharpened on this, but you can check this out for an analog of this Randall Made knife. By the way, I love that beautiful micarta, that ivory micarta. Here it is with a SOG Super Bowie. Now the Super Bowie is longer than the original SOG Bowie is 6 inches long, has a 6-inch blade. This has a 8-inch blade or so, 7.5-inch blade. I kind of wish I got the original with the shorter blade. I mean, this is an awesome knife, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I think I would have enjoyed the 6-inch version a little bit better. It's a little more, if I had giant hands, this handle would be better. Let me put it that way. This is a Super Bowie. It does feel pretty big. Also on this one, which is cool, it's slightly sharpened on the back there for a little bit of back cut action. Beautiful blade shape. I am just a sucker for that blade shape. And then, of course, you've seen this one a lot recently, my Spartan Harzy dagger. Just a beautiful, beautiful bit of business here. To me, these two are I don't have too many daggers, but they're my favorite for sure. I think this one owes something to this, and it owes something to the Fairbairn Sykes in design. It's just got that beautifully shaped and contoured handle, and is all daggery business here. So the other part I want to show is these Randall knives come with beautiful sheaths. This leather is just sumptuous, and there's a whole story behind the sheaths. There are different sheath makers that have done Randall knives. I have not really boned up on that information, so I know you can find it in other places. Orlando, Florida. Damn it, I was just there, but there was just no time to go to Randall Made. Okay, ladies, you stay here at the hotel, and I'll be back in 7 hours. I'm going to go spend some money on a Randall knife. I really wish I had a chance to go to the Randall Knife Factory, but you know what? I'll have another chance. Another cool thing about this is that you can tuck the strap under here so that when you pull it out, it doesn't slice, the blade doesn't slice your sheath. Also, you got this Randall Made on the button, on the snap. All right, not much more to say about this gorgeous knife. I just wanted to show it off. Look at what I have. And you can tell by looking at this that it is carbon steel. If you look at this one, this is stainless, and you can tell because it has a big S next to the Randall Knives, Orlando, Florida. So just a real piece of Americana, a real amazing working knife, no doubt. I mean, these things went through World War II and came out the other side, so I have no doubt whatever the steel is, I think it's 1095, and here we have 440. We get all wrapped up in super steels and such, but these things actually have the lineage of going through battle and stuff, and came out the other side. So don't feel too bad if you don't have the M390 on your blade there. All right, I've spoken enough. This is the Randall model number 2 Combat Stiletto 7-inch blade. Thanks for watching.